Kill them all. Right, everyone take 4 cards, bitches.
Woo!
Yeah. Wait, that's me. Hold on a minute. What do I got?
Aw.
I love the
No
draw.
reds to spoil your days.
I got 2 reds.
Wow.
Okay. First, hindrance. So have fun with that, Matt.
Oh, that's
Second,
right. Really?
second, soul survivor.
Oh my god.
Great. The perfect start.
Yeah.
Well, I had crap anyway, so whatever does matter.
I've got some shitty cards left if that helps.
Wow.
Put them in the thing, damn it. Come on.
They are.
Now they are.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. Okay. Is everyone ready?
No?
Oh, yeah.
No. Do I hear a no? Right.
That was you.
Right. So, it's a big crack of thunder and lightning. And all of a sudden you realize you're standing there in front of this big old wooden kind of door to this large building. You are all as you normally are, as far as how you look, but you're all dressed in kind of 1920s, 1930s attire. The gentlemen are wearing smart suits and the ladies wearing a nice, elegant dress. And Freddie's literally just gone like that. He's like, huh?
Limsy begins to cast a spell.
Oh, great. That's a good start. And I will first reveal the first... Just bear with me.
Yeah, that's pretty much as soon as I get into anywhere, I begin to cast the spell.
So the weather is terrible. It's
you might want to move us over, by the way.
How do I move you guys over?
Move the player. There's like a
it's
player.
like a little banner thing that says players.
Yeah, drag that over to the page.
Little banner thing where it says players. Where's that? I didn't see that before.
It should be on the initial page.
Yeah.
Oh, the initial page.
Yeah, it's a red banner.
Oh, right. So there's a red banner on the actual. So how do I move that then?
Just drag it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
There
you
go.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay. And reveal.
It's all black. We're blind.
Top right hand corner.
Oh.
Sorry, top left hand corner. Going left.
Top left.
And I need to change the blah blah blah.
It's a big white square.
What?
It looks like a big white
Matt,
square.
Did you put it on the GM layer?
Yeah.
Put it on the
we
map
can't
layer.
see the GM layer. You can right click it and then move to map layer. GM layers for you.
Oh,
yeah. That's what only you can see.
You're the GM.
How do I move? Oh, what? All the images?
Yeah, all the images. Put them on map layer. Yeah.
How do I do that then?
Control A, right click in the middle. Layer, map layer.
Oh, what? Control A, that's selecting all the text.
Yeah, just let all the images, so you don't have to do everything later.
Yeah, 1 second.
I will plug my computer into the...
You can get one by one if you want.
No, I'd rather not.
Just click one image, right click on it.
Did she say she was throwing her computer into the sun?
So we're gonna what was we gonna do? Copy and paste?
No copy and paste. So you've selected them all, yes?
I believe so.
Now are you on the pointy arrow selection tool?
Yeah.
So right click on any of the images.
Yeah.
You'll get a drop down menu.
Yeah.
And you should see something about like layer.
Yeah.
And then put it on the map layer. Yeah.
Hey!
Haha!
This looks like old man Kinley's house. I recognize that.
God damn, old man Kinley.
Nice.
And
let me know when 1 minute's up. Don't knock yet. I continue more.
I'm sorry, who are you?
And that's a picture of the door you're standing outside of.
Okay.
And below that, the door opens, and standing there is the gentleman below.
Huh. Let me know when my 1 minute's done. I ignore everything and continue casting the spell.
I hide my hand behind my back because I have a hook. And I just
Is that what you were knocking with, the hook?
yeah.
He goes, he looks at Loomsy a bit weirdly. Lady and gentlemen, please enter. I am Mr. Cadsworth. I will be your butler for the night.
Ah,
I
that's very
simple action forward while casting a spell.
Please come out from the weather, nasty weather.
Okay.
From the nasty weather into the spooky house. Very good. Okay.
Exactly. He takes you into the house. A minute's up. I'm just.
Okay. I roll my spell.
Oh.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's as high as it goes, so I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Good start, though.
Damn fine start.
Okay. So he leads you into right. What I'm going to do is
I look at the butler, who's probably looking at me like, "The fuck was that?" And I go, "The chill." Brr.
Yes. He looks at you like he thinks you've been drinking already. I'm going to do the easy thing of revealing to you the layout for.
Oh, it's a layout.
Oh yeah.
Did you say your name was Codsworth?
Cadsworth. Why wouldn't it go over there? Stupid thing. All right, hold on. I got to zoom out.
Is it Mr. Cadsworth or Sir Cadsworth?
Mr. Cadsworth.
It's just Cadsworth if he's the butler. He doesn't have a Mr. Mrs.
I don't know where we are. They might have different.
It's Mr. Cadsworth.
Very
You
well.
see, when you become a butler, they normally amputate the prefix. It's a minor. It's an outpatient surgery.
It's Mr. Cadsworth.
I just look at him like, "Shut up."
All right, and then the very top. Ba-ba.
Hey.
Right.
Okay. Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah, you're gonna have to zoom in for this because
It looks confusing.
they run out of room. So you're basically led in from where it says the converted entry.
Where is it? Where is it?
Log
Can
yeah.
you point to it?
Here, I got a covered entry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the first one is basically the ground floor, and then the other one is obviously the upper floor. You're led in through the grand foyer.
I've got a question about the house. What's the mood of the house? You know, the furnishings and what kind of mood does this shit give off?
It's kind of a mix. I mean, with the weather outside, there's definitely a kind of dark mood to the house, but that's purely because it's raining and thunderstorming outside. It's a dark, ominous night. The house itself is well lit, not overly lit, and the furniture. It's kind of even though it's like the 1920s, 1930s, there's still a lot of times they're still using kind of like candelabras and wall-mounted sconces and stuff like that. So,
so we're talking naked flame?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I stay away from the flame.
Yes.
You are led past the big stairs and into the den, where you are served drinks by next to the picture of Cadsworth.
Pictures.
Yeah, loads of pictures. This lady is standing there, and she's got a tray full of drinks, and he goes, "This is Yvette. She will be serving you drinks and will be your maid for this evening."
And tell me, is this room called Iniquity? I sip my drink.
No, it's called the billiards room, sir. He points to the billiards table.
I was rather hoping that this was the den of Iniquity.
Okay. As a quick interlude, just so you guys know if you want to make notes or whatever. It's up to you. So there is a cellar and an attic in this house. For all intents and purposes, I didn't get a map of them because they're basically just one big room, either obviously below or above. So if you're interested in those rooms, they are there.
Where are the stairs up and down is the only important thing.
Well, I believe the stairs going down is for
That's going up.
That's going up. Yeah, that's upstairs.
This is going down.
No, the stairs to where's the pointy? Right, that there. Bring.
That's
Stairs
down.
there.
Oh, those stairs.
That's going down to the basement, and then upstairs there are. These upstairs. Well, yeah, there's another set of stairs basically where those sets were. I don't know why it's not binging here. Come on.
Well, the stairs that you first pointed out, the sweeping kind of semi-round over here where I put the letter U, those do look like they go up.
They go up. They go up from the first floor to the second floor, but the ones for the attic are basically where I pointed out in both maps. So they're both two sets of stairs. One goes down to the
attic.
No, one goes down to the cellar.
To the basement.
And then on the first floor map, the ones there go up to the attic. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, what is labeled as the den is also basically known as the billiards room, as you can just guess because he's just called it that. It's got a large billiards table that occupies the main part of the room. On the downstairs map, what is known as the big room, which has breakfast room and family room all in one go. It's kind of in the middle to the top.
Yeah.
That is also basically called the lounge.
Which one is it we were talking about? The dining room, is that this one here?
This one here.
No.
Oh, the breakfast room. Okay.
That is basically one big like lounge. Yeah. And then the master sitting room, which is on the second floor plan, which is between the bedroom 4 and the master bedroom. Yeah.
Can you point at it?
For some reason, all I'm doing is selecting the image. I don't know what. Yep. Exactly.
Hold on. Make more. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, that one.
Yeah. That there. So on that second floor plan, then the ones between the bedroom 4 and the master bedroom, that master sitting room is a study. It's not a master sitting room.
I'm relabeling things.
And then lastly, the very the same image, the second floor plan. It doesn't even really look like a room, but there's a big square. I'm going to call it a room. So there's a big square room in the very bottom right-hand corner, which is not labeled at all. It's just below the roof below. Yeah, that's the one. That is a trophy room. That's all you need to know for the maps. They are the only slight differences that that are different to what is there now.
I've relabeled all your shit. Can you see my labels, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nifty. Yay. Right. So you were served, like I said, you were served drinks by Yvette. And then the door goes. So the butler says, "Excuse me, I will be right back."
I give Yvette a significant look.
Right.
I seem to be missing a monocle.
A couple of minutes later, Cadsworth comes back with a lady. She is the one next to the picture of Yvette. And there you go. And
Mrs. White, I presume?
she comes in and she goes, "No, Mrs. Dove.
Oh,
Cadsworth, take my coat, please." And he goes, "Yes, ma'am." Takes her coat. "Let me please introduce everyone. Well, Mrs. Dove, as you can imagine. This is," points to Loomsy and says, "This is Mr. Bronze." Points to Alex and says, "Mr. Silver," and then finally Miss Gold. Points to Yellow.
I thought I was Mr. Pink.
No, sir, Mr. Bronze.
I see.
And right, so yes, drinks are served, and door goes again. So butler, excuse me.
Loomsy equals bronze. Let's see. Freddy equals silver, and crazy lady equals gold.
it's only appropriate that I'm the most important metal there.
Mr. Cadworth comes back in with another lady in tow, next image along. Brunk. Says, "Miss Johansson, let me introduce." He introduces you to Miss Johansson, and introduces all of you to the rest of them. She goes, "Pleasure to meet everyone."
Pleasure is all mine.
So,
I give him the look.
so frightful weather we're having tonight.
It's a weather, yeah. Do you have something more alcoholic than this?
She looks at the alcohol on the tray. She's like, there is a rather amazing stock of alcohol here. There's a whole massive, many shelves with lots of different imported, very vintage alcohol. So she just looks up at the big wall and she's like, It's like, "What do you want?"
We'll be happy here, I see.
Are we expecting any more guests tonight, Mrs. Dove?
As you say that, the door goes again.
No.
Mr. Cadworth goes, "Excuse me," and he
Good
goes back
heavens.
out.
Are you trying to kill me?
Moments later, he comes back in with another lady.
So many women here.
Yes. I don't expect any of them to live through the night.
I don't like this one.
Mrs. Partridge, let me introduce you to everyone. So you're all introduced to Mrs. Partridge.
Yes, hello. Next.
Wow. You just get to the chase. Right, next to be brought in by Cadsworth, gentleman next to you here. He is introduced as Professor Plim. Next to come in, after a short pause, is a gentleman next to him. He is introduced as Padre Verde.
Oh no, a religious person.
He did it.
And then to finish off the whole thing.
Oh, good Lord. I got to type in Padre what?
Verde.
Got it.
And then finally, the last gentleman to come in, last but not least. Why? God damn it. I've got no room. I need more room.
You can make the map bigger, you know that, right?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to. There we go. That bloody no, that's too small. Hold on.
But you're telling me you didn't lay them down beforehand?
Lay them down?
What the images? Yeah.
You can arrange everything beforehand and have it all.
I did. Oh no, that's what I've been doing. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to reveal them, but the reveal thing's getting stuck on like some of the other windows I've got.
Oh yeah. Putting everything on the right-hand side is always painful.
Yeah.
And then finally to come in is this gentleman, Baba, and he's introduced as Brigadier Dijon.
I wonder which one of them will die.
Oh, I know the answer.
So finally, yes, where's the alcohol?
Hip, hip. Let me get you some.
No, it's okay. The staff will do that.
I've got this. I motion to Yvette, and I go, please get the Brigadier some alcohol. And I look at him and go, I'm helping.
Everyone give me spot hiddens at half.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
I looked at Freddy's and thought I was cool. I was wrong.
Okay, I guess I'm the only one who made it.
Okay, Freddy, you notice that Mrs. Dove gives Yvette a kind of a very kind of quick, shady look.
Shady as in
kind of like a slightly kind of disliked look.
Okay.
Yeah. When someone does something clever, I will.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just hard to remember because you've got a lot to concentrate on.
No, I will. Don't worry.
Hey, Freddie, how do I turn off my beep noise?
The little cogwheel top right, and then beep on message, I think it was, or something like that. Just uncheck that box. Or message beep, something like that. You'll see it when you'll know it when you see it.
Enabled background chat beep. It's not
okay.
checked, but I still hear the beep.
Oh, really?
Really?
Turn the master volume all the way down.
Master music volume?
Yeah. That might help.
Okay.
So how does Yvette react when Mrs. Dove does that?
She doesn't really notice. She's busy just serving drinks and making sure everyone is tended to. Everyone just give me empathy roll.
Empathy.
Oh, no, I don't. Weird.
Yep.
M for you, M for me, empathy. There it is.
And right. Everyone who makes it a full just gets kind of general idea that it's a bit uneasy in this room. Certain people are kind of doing kind of fidgety twitches and stuff like that. Nerves are on high alert.
Okay.
I'm going to try to sit somewhere with my back to a wall so I can just observe everybody and their what's it called? Intermesh and their reactions to each other and shit.
When you say everyone, do you mean the butler and Yvette as well?
Everyone is kind of slightly on nerve. Just a kind of general. Yes. So you guys. So I see everyone is gathered present who should be. I guess gather you all received your letters. So we'll now.
I appear to have misplaced mine. Could you remind us what the contents
I
of the letters were?
I check my coat pockets and
you
stuff.
Find a letter.
I pull it out and look at Freddy like he is scum.
You find a very nice, well-made, good quality envelope in your pocket with a letter in there, a formal invocation, and that is revealed below the picture of the manor. If someone would be kindly to read it out for the audience, it's not very big.
Yana will do it.
Well, you pulled it out. You should read it.
True.
You all have one of these, by the way. If you.
I pretend like I don't.
Okay. All right. You are formally invited to Death and a Dinner at the 9th of October. Your attendance is recommended, mandatory, so we may discuss our mutual business arrangements, probably blackmail. I assure you will not be disappointed. Yours sincerely, Dr. Crow, aka Mr. Body. So,
Yep.
they say, harumph.
Harumph. Yes, Brigadier Dijon joins in with your harumph. I just realised I don't know if I even know how to give cards.
If you go to the top of the skull pack,
Yeah.
where you turn into a
deal?
finger like that.
No, not deal.
Deal is a hard way to, where it turns into a figure like that, and then you left click and drag it over to the person's picture.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Or you just say, bitch cakes, draw a card.
Yeah, could do that as well. That's nice and easy. I will point out that it does say at the top Greystone Manor, that Logan decided to ignore that part.
Yeah, Logan.
Does it?
Yeah, the biggest part of the writing. And it
I
didn't
was
say
distracted
death.
by the
Didn't say death and dinner. It just says dinner.
pretty sure it's death.
Yeah. Whatever. So, all of a sudden, there's a big gong. Bong. Dinner is ready. Please
when
follow
the
me.
big gong went off, my alcohol left its glass, and it's like, ah!
Right. You all get taken by Cadsworth from the billiards room through the grand foyer and into the dining room.
Can I swipe a... Is there an actual billiard ball on the billiard table?
Sure.
I want to swipe one of those as I'm just casually... Like,
let me know if I
by.
see it, because I
do.
will.
By the way, you do have all your, like, anything you were carrying, like your weapons and stuff. You have them on you.
Oh.
Cool.
And even if
never mind then. I don't do that. Okay.
Even if
Cool,
they're
cool.
visible, for whatever reason, the other guests do not react to them at all.
So
They're not like, oh my god, you've got a huge sword strapped to your back. They're just like, meh.
I'm carrying around my backpack and shit. Cool.
Yeah, they
Cool.
do not.
Never mind. I don't do
way.
anything then.
Yeah, okay.
Where'd my character sheet go?
You're taken through the grand foyer into the dining room and seated at assigned seating. At the door to the surface hatch, there's, you see the little room between the kitchen and the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
There is standing picture below Yvette. Yvette has come in. She takes place next to this person. And the picture is under Yvette right now. Brink.
That chef?
Yes.
Okay.
She's standing there as you come in. She's silent. When you sit down, she kind of takes a little curtsy and then goes back into the kitchen. She's just there to present herself. You're all seated, and when everyone is finally seated and drinks are served, a gentleman comes in, and he is the one next to the chef that I'm about to relieve now. Brink.
Ooh, isn't he dandy?
Very dandy.
I'm jealous of his suit.
Unfortunately, he's not wearing that suit. He's wearing a white dinner suit.
I'm not
jealous. No. He says, I'm glad everyone could make it. He takes a seat at the top of the table.
Hi.
Hello. So please, everyone enjoy the dinner. There is obviously no talk of business at the dinner table. Afterwards, though, we will reconvene to the billiards room where drinks will be served and we can start discussing business. Okay.
Do they serve bacon there?
No, bacon is not served.
Chef, may I request some bacon, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
She goes and gets you a plate of bacon.
Much
Is
appreciated.
this a new insanity that I don't know?
Freddie likes bacon. That's
Yes.
it.
Ah,
Oh, do we need to roll etiquette or are we okay?
Yeah, everyone give me an etiquette roll.
Oh,
that
no.
sucks. I
Wow.
tried though. That's the
Actually,
important fucking part.
it's not bad. Right.
Ah,
Lovely. Only Freddie is keeping up with the times, using the right dinner forks, and Yana and
I'm
I
Logan
eat with my hook, but I eat very politely.
yes, I like it. Yeah.
I'm just randomly throwing my food in my mouth and at other people.
I watch the servants dodging the thrown food from her.
Who is sitting next to me?
Don't worry about it.
I move my plate away from her and kind of hunch over it so she can't.
I assume the three of us are sitting like next to each other.
Yeah, you're set between the other two.
Okay.
Logan, you on your other side, you've got the Brigadier, and on the other side to Alex is Miss Johansson.
Ooh, I like where I'm sitting.
Good.
Okay.
So, what was the last campaign you were in, Brigadier? I make small talk with the Brigadier.
Well, that would be a very nasty affair a couple of years ago in Papua New Guinea.
Oh, I see. You gave him what for? What?
Well, yes. Of course we did. We are the British, of course. That's what we do.
By word. Did they
Okay.
put up much of a fight, or?
Of course not.
Very good.
But they were scrappy little buggers.
And I look over at Freddie. I was like, "Did you give him a hand during the war?" Oh, excuse me. I go back.
My small talk is busy being like to Mr. Hansen. So what's it like being a supermodel?
Give me a seduction roll.
Oh,
Right there on the table, just nails her on the table.
Oh.
Not an Alex Kinley, that's for sure. Otherwise, he may have nailed it right there on the table in a pile of bacon, because women find that romantic.
She goes, are you flattering me, sir? And she looks past you and she's looking at Yana.
I tried to interpose myself. Well, I know I'm just making a polite conversation.
Give me everyone again. Give me right. So you've had starter. The main meal's brought out. The chef accompanies the main meal and says, "Everyone, please enjoy. Main meal is served." Everyone, give me spot hiddens at half again.
Unfortunately, I had my taste buds shot off in the war. They replaced it with a ceramic. Now, whenever it rains, my mouth melts a bit. I tell the general.
So no one got it by heart. Oh, Freddie.
Freddie and Yana.
Both of you. Actually, that works perfectly. You both notice when the chef says this, Miss Johansson glances over at her and she has a disdained look on her face.
Okay.
I say.
Like.
I just keep doing that whenever they do
it. Before we start to eat, I want to smell the food, make sure it's not poisoned or something, or laced.
Give me a smell roll.
Okay, smell. Does this smell like normal food? Let's see.
Correct. Holy Christ!
Well, yeah, this definitely smells like normal food. There is no mild after smell of weird smells like almonds and stuff that might indicate that it might be poisoned.
Okay.
I make a weird face and look at the food and then look at Mrs. Johansson and say something like, "What is with the cook? This doesn't look quite right."
Oh, I'm sure it will be lovely. She starts eating it.
Okay.
I look at the Mrs. Golden. I say, "Well, soup may be normal here. It's no chilled monkey brains al fresco."
Harumph. How did I know you would love that character? So dinner is finished. You have desserts, then coffees and stuff like that. At that point, the Mr. Cadsworth comes in and says, "Please, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to ravine to the billiards room for after dinner drinks."
Okay.
Billiards room. The deuce, you say?
Yes. So you're shown into the billiards room where drinks are served. You notice as you are going into the billiards room, Dr. Crow is heading upstairs. And he is gone upstairs. You go into the billiards room. You are served drinks. Everyone is kind of mingling and chatting. And then all of a sudden, the lights go out. Dun, dun, dun.
Hold on. I was sending a message here.
I was like, murder in the dark.
There it is. That was the actual message that I was working on typing when we were first going in.
To what though?
In a lot of the old-fashioned homes, the big clunky thing is left in place.
Yeah, but you're not saying to what. To what?
Oh, to the door to the room itself, the billiards room itself.
Oh yeah, sure. There's one in there.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You are led in, and the lights go out. There is darkness. There's obviously a commotion. Oh, who touched my bottom? Mrs. Partridge says, and then you hear Brigadier General's voice go, "It's probably that Mr. Bronze fella. He seemed that kind of sort."
My word.
And then you hear 2 gunshots.
Did you see the note that I already put in the thing? It says lights went out.
Yes. You hear 2 gunshots. They do not give me listen rolls.
Yep.
Yep, there goes my tinnitus.
The gunshots definitely are not from inside the room. It's not loud enough to be inside the room, but it's somewhere within the building.
Is it upstairs?
It's hard to tell. It's a very echoey building.
Yeah.
Okay. There is obviously a lot of panic at that point. A lot of commotion going on.
Where's my drink?
Female screaming. And about probably a couple of minutes later, the lights go back on. Da-dun. There are some people holding on to others. There's some on the floor, like knocked over.
I look and try to see if everyone is there from the people that were there before, or if anyone is like disappeared or something.
You definitely kind of do a head count, and it seems like the guests, all the guests that you've been introduced to, Mr. Cadsworth and Yvette are all present.
Okay.
The people who you would expect to be present in this room.
And Yvette is here as well?
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
What was that?
Sounded like a gunshot.
Somebody died or something.
Definitely was not no thunder. Why would you say that, madam?
Well, it's just my experience that people usually die when they are shot, so.
Shots? What?
Shots.
My tinnitus is acting up again.
Mine too, the brigadier says. I thought it was lightning.
My ear canals were replaced with ceramic during the Battle of Little Bighorn.
At this point, you hear a female yell from upstairs.
I begin running. I start running upstairs.
That will leave an echo, I say.
Freddy's like, go for it. Now, did you say that you were...
Oh, holy shit, I've got some weird gear on me.
Now, you said you on your first message, Logan, you said you took it. Did you actually turn it, or did you just... Right, okay. So, Freddy, you rush out from the billiards room, and you rush up the stairs, which is right next to it. As you get to the top of the stairs on the second floor plan, you can see a lady on the floor by the door to the master bedroom, and that lady, is below the professor and the padre.
And she's what, lying on the floor dead?
Well, she's lying on the floor.
I check for a pulse.
Give me a first aid roll.
It appears to be some sort of fortune teller, I say, walking up. Pity she didn't see this one coming.
I believe she is dead.
Really? We'll see about that.
Are you a doctor?
I'm a doctor.
I am a proctologist, yes.
I stop. I will take a rest and go, according to this, she is very much alive, but faking it very well.
No, you believe she's with that really good roll. You think she's definitely alive,
yes.
And you believe that the way she's on the floor that she may have fainted.
Oh.
We're going to have to get her to a chair, and Mr. Codsworth.
Oh yes, Madame Rose. This is Dr. Crow's sister.
Codsworth.
Yes.
Help me move the young lady to a chair, and then fetch a stiff drink, a fan, and a. Let's see. Yes, she has evil spirits in her blood. Bring cocaine.
We don't really need her to get on that.
Oh, this is 1920s or 30s. Everything was treated with fucking cocaine or something like that, and it was usually evil spirits in the blood. She has suffered a hysterical malady. We need to fan her and give her laudanum.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Mr. Burns, are you sure you want to reanimate the dead?
She's not dead. Come on.
She is clearly dead.
Shut up. I look. She was found near an entrance to a room, you said, yeah?
Yes. You're by the doorway to the master bedroom.
Could you use the pointer and point to it, or if you select the arrow, then if you hold down on it, it goes beep like submarine thing, so I can tell where you're talking about.
I think it means right there.
Yeah.
I look inside the master bedroom.
Excellent. On the floor, there is Dr. Crow. Face down, and he is now wearing the same suit that is in the picture.
Okay.
That was a quick change.
A double homicide.
Does he look dead? Is he
double homicide? Yeah. It's hard to tell from here. He's lying face down.
Okay.
It was probably a good 10 minutes in between
Oh.
Him going upstairs. Yeah, so it wasn't, like I said, you guys went in and mingled, and then there was another thing that went on. So it's probably been about 10, 15 minutes since you left the dinner hall.
After moving the body downstairs with Codsworth, leaving instructions on how he should fan her and pat her hand occasionally, but only after a suitable amount of fanning, then I will rejoin the others up there to look at the newest stiff. And I will go check him out, as apparently I'm a better doctor than the proctologist.
Where do you want Codsworth to move the body to?
Well, I think back to the room that we were supposed to have drinks in, the billiards room. That way, it will keep it tidy.
Right. Okay.
As a butler, I'm sure I keep things tidy. Plus, it's close to the stairs, and I don't feel like carrying this drunken bid further than I have to.
Gotcha.
Do you want a strength roll for trying to move the drunken bent downstairs?
Sounds good to me.
Well, unfortunately, careful, Codsworth, I admonish him.
Sir, could you please just try and keep hold of her head, or should I take the head? You're dropping it a lot.
Yes, let me try grabbing the feet. You grab the head. Let me try that instead. I'll go first. There we are. Hip, hip, hooray.
There you go. You're better now.
Yes, now, don't forget the laudanum, and bring some snuff just in case. And whatever you do, don't let the proctologist at the snuff. I'm worried he may combine the two, as it were.
Yes, sir.
The first time you see somebody fart and paint the walls, you'll know better, Codsworth. I go back upstairs.
He sighs.
So, Mrs. Cole,
paid for this.
What is your diagnosis?
Let me know when I'm back with the others.
Yeah, just make it easy. You're back.
What? I say. I go, what? To them.
Mrs. Cole is performing a test of some sort, which involves staring intently at the dead body.
What might that be? I say, walking in, tripping over the body.
I didn't diagnose anything. He's obviously dead. He was shot because of some stupid business. He invited us here to
do you want me to check, see if he's really dead, Mrs. Gold?
Yeah, go for it.
Bloody hell.
I am a doctor.
Apparently.
Well.
Today you're a doctor. Well, you are a healer, I guess, which is somewhat true. Yes, this is definitely a stiff.
I do a little bit of forensic stuff. I'm guessing that he was shot, but I'm not going to assume that, because just because you hear a gunshot doesn't mean somebody didn't get a right good stabbing.
Give me a forensic roll.
Yes, I'm afraid he was stabbed during the gunshot noise. The gunshot was to cover the multiple stabbing.
He was shot, stabbed, hung, drawn and quartered, and burned at the stake.
And I will leave out burned at the stake, but
no, that's even funny.
He was drawn and quartered and then reassembled by a very sick mind. I immediately look at the proctologist.
That's good. I will go in and check it out.
Be careful moving him. His arm or leg may fall off.
I look for bullet casings or anything like that.
You look around. Give me a spot hidden.
I look at him and make my forensics.
No, you cannot see anything that you believe are bullet casings.
Oh. I believe that it's only appropriate if we cover the body. Let me get the bed sheet off, and in my country, we don't believe in just covering the body. We believe in tacoing the body. So
hold on. This requires an autopsy. I pull out my rubber gloves and put them on.
There's no time for that, man. We have to taco this body.
What about skinning? It's a perfectly good body, okay? This is a nice room. It's a great opportunity for some skinning.
I am unable to find the bullet. It must be lodged deep, deep inside his ass.
I think tacoing the body may be the better alternative of any others here. I begin to taco the body as they threaten it. You know what I mean by tacoing the body, right?
Yeah, rolling it up in a bed sheet.
Yeah, I just don't talk it around. I roll him up so if he's actually still alive, which given my roll, I'm pretty sure he's not, but he could be really good thinking. He will literally be in a fucking big enchilada of bed sheets. Plus, it'll keep his skin on better.
Is there blood on the floor, Matt?
No.
I taco the shit out of him and put him on the bed. I've done my bit.
The brigadier says, "Are you sure you should be doing that, man?"
As opposed to that woman, she's still alive, I say.
No, I'm saying doing that to the body.
Of course, it's only decent. Let me ask you this, General. If you have a choice between having this done to you or having your corpse violated with a proctological exam or having your corpse violated by losing the skin, which do you prefer? Speaking as a military man, of course.
You lot are very strange.
I'm merely keeping the skin on and the hand out, so to speak, General.
The gentlemen are upstairs with you, so the women stay downstairs because they're too delicate for such a thing.
Yes. In my country of Borogravia, this is a very normal burial custom. We call it the pre-burial custom. I'm very lucky in that this one is struggling less than many of the people who are pre-buried.
Padre Verde does the last rites on the body.
No time for that now. How do we know that it's just not going to make God angry if you do it now?
I think what the important thing is here, says Mr. Professor Plim, is that we still have a killer potentially on the loose.
What? A killer?
Well, if Dr. Crow has been killed, then surely one of us is the killer.
Oh, no.
Are you sure he's dead?
If he isn't dead,
the doctor over there, he points to the loose. The doctor over there said he is.
I go.
He also thinks he was reassembled, so I'm not sure if I believe it.
No, well, if it was reassembled, it was done expertly, sir. Whatever you do not violate him overly much.
Mrs. Cole, did you find out how he died?
Did I?
I don't believe so.
You didn't.
I believe Logan was the only one that tried to roll forensics.
I went inside and rolled forensics after and made it.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Okay.
There are no there are no marks on the body that you would contribute to death.
Okay.
From your medical opinion, this looks very much similar to a heart attack.
Oh, he was poisoned.
Very good. Oh dear. Is it possible that Mr. Silver ate the rest of the poison?
Probably.
Excellent.
Well,
give me spot hiddens as you're moving around the body.
Now that it's been tacoed?
Well, yeah, just around the area.
Oh, around the area.
yes.
Okay, everyone who got it. There is a pill. There is a prescription pill jar on the bedside table. Anyone who's taking a look, give me a medicine roll.
Yeah, I'm sure
can I use pharmacy?
Yep, sure. Pharmacy.
There appear to be pills. Is there a bell nearby for summoning the butler or something like that? Like if you're laying in bed and you ring the bell, the butler comes?
Sure.
I take the bell and place it carefully on the body and go, Taco Bell. I look at the camera.
So bad.
Product placement is very important.
So what are these pills?
They are indeed heart medication pills.
Did they look open at the time, or was the bottle
Yes.
closed?
They
It was
were
open.
Hmm.
Are there any spilled pills on the floor or anything?
No.
No? Okay.
Are you going to try taking one of the pills and see what it does?
I do not have any heart conditions.
You might if you try a pill.
We need human subjects to test these pills on.
I had
Very
one
good.
that was
Thank you for volunteering. Please stick out your tongue.
The Brigadier says, I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
As a military man, do you have any privates around that we could test these on?
Do you think I travel around with privates everywhere I go?
Yes. You don't?
No. This is a dinner party, man.
Oh, I thought it was a murder. Shit. I've always gotten those two mixed up, which would explain a lot of problems when I was young.
Mr. Hansworth, could you bring a small plastic bag so we can put these pills in as evidence?
Plastic?
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 Yes, I mean nylon.
Nylon?
Nylon?
Paper.
Paper?
Paper?
Paper? Huh?
How about just some sort of hemp or burlap bag of small, perhaps old burlap's bread sack or something?
Very good, sir.
Yes, a very good one would be better than a very bad one.
Bring more than one. I feel we might need them.
And a hat for him as well.
I go downstairs and see what the women are doing in the meantime, and if they are if somebody came there to tell them what happened and what are their reactions.
I follow her because she seems interesting.
I'm looking for bullet holes.
Okay. You go downstairs, Miss Gold. The women are all still in the billiards room. Miss Johansson is tending to Mrs. Partridge. That doesn't look. She's very kind of like, oh dear, murder.
I do the stage whisper to Mrs. Gold when we go down there. I go, I really did expect to find them around playing pool, all smoking cigars, and then as soon as we walked, to go and start acting like, no, we were just.